we have a special guest. I tried to have him on camera, and I told him have a mask on. You go look like Zorro and shit like that. People might be like, "Yo, who is this motherfucker?" You might go viral, and people might not even know what your face is. But he decided it's best for him to stay in the shadows. I mean, you are born on the 7th, right?
I do value my privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing here today, sir?
We're here to talk about Q.
And what exactly is Q?
Well, what is any new product, right? It's something that's going to solve a problem, and that's exactly what it did.
Someone could tell you're a 7 just by that answer. Someone could tell you're a 7 just by the answer. This is Q. And this is something you go like this, and you scroll down and up. Like, for instance, we have BMW right there. It's going to tell you exactly what BMW is, numerology, astrology-wise, the whole 9 yards. If you put in the birthday, it has a calculator. It goes even deeper. It'll tell you more about yourself right there. Now, this obviously is not as detailed as a GG33 numerology reading, but at the end of the day, this is the next best fucking thing. And I got to tell you, this is impressive work, my man.
Thank you. Yeah. What do you think so far? I mean,
hold on. Let me drink because usually I flourish and hydrate myself before we start rolling, but for some reason I had to do it after.
Not a problem. Yeah. I mean, I can't say we've finished the product. It's definitely always going to keep getting better, and we're going to keep adding to it. It's really just what we like to call a MVP at this point.
MVP? What's the MVP? It's most valuable what?
It's not the most value because we're going to see this product continually get better. But we, just similar to the web app that we released, we tried to get out the core functionality, the core value. But with any product that we've released, the plan is to get that and increase its value over time. So, bringing it back to where we started this whole idea was a very simple website where you can see the database of founding dates.
I feel people at least need to see your hand or something.
Here's the hand.
Okay, so now you got palm reading because they're going to freeze that. These sickos are going to freeze this shit, and they're going to palm read, and then they're going to fucking try to figure out who you are. But listen, he's talking so much, at least I gave you a hand. Go ahead, my man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's a very, very simple idea, and we realize that so many people, at least an educated person in the space of astrology and numerology who understands these concepts that Gary has taught the world about imprinted energy, about aligning yourself with positive energy and avoiding that negative energy, which is simply your enemy sign in Chinese astrology. And we made it very simple to, with the click of a few buttons, figure out all the founding dates for clothing brands, jewelry brands, you name it, right? We've got over 35 categories now within the mobile app. But the website was basically the seed to all this, and we just built on it. It's now basically an Apple product, so not only is it a great product, it's a beautiful product. If you look at the mobile app, it's very user-friendly. It will remind you of, some of the best apps out there, Airbnb. It's basically a mix of Airbnb and astrology. And the core features are getting access to 15,000 founding dates.
How many?
Over 15,000.
Ooh,
and it's
boy,
gonna
put in work.
It's going to keep growing, yes. This is a very...
And you're not finished.
Data. Oh, not at all. Not at all. I mean...
How many do you want by the time it's all said and done? 100?
We're going to have every founding date that ever existed on this app at one point. This is going to be a massive center of research, and that's what people don't kind of see the full vision. Like, where do you see this in 5 years? It's a center of research, right? We're collecting a mass amount of data, but, looking to help people take the basics.
Here we have today is the June 27th, so we have... It's a 5 and 9 day, and you go down and it tells you some of the characteristics. I mean, again, we're not going to sell you a dream. This is not a GG33, reading with me or one of my gold students. But in all honesty, this is the next best thing. I mean, there's a lot of information on here, bro.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, there's so much that, I might have to have a little talk with you, bro.
Gary, I mean, this is kind of your digital legacy right here.
I gotcha.
You've revitalized, all the numerology traits out there, all the Chinese astrology traits, and you've been able to provide a lot of accurate information to the public, and this has never really been put in one consolidated location, which is what we've done here. We've used all the knowledge that's publicly available, right? That's not under NDA.
Okay.
And
That's what I was worried about.
It's not under NDA. But
okay, we're good.
It is definitely.
But there's so much info here. Like, look, you have all your Chinese astrology, your numerology, your Western astrology, and then you have all these traits: the numerology, the Chinese astrology, the Western astrology.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all there, and this is for every single birthday for a decade.
No, there's over.
What am I saying? Decade? We're talking about a century.
Right, and there's over 300 traits in there across 36 different zodiacs and numbers. Right, you've got the Western, the Chinese, and then of course the numerology system. But you also have the day of the month, right? There's a lot of traits in there.
Look, it has all the cars brands. So say for instance you're looking for a car, and you basically let's look at Aston Martin. So it's a rat, it's a 3, and it's a Capricorn because it's founded on that date. So you have all this information, and you backtracked all this, correct?
This has been hand reviewed. It's always going to be improving. We can't promise 100%, but we're damn near close to that accuracy of having probably the largest and most accurate collection of founding dates in the world in one place, because founding dates could be tricky. There's complexity.
BlackRock, 1988 dragon. It's a dragon year, and Apple's a 76 dragon as well. Look at that, 3 dragons in one.
Exactly. There is an unlimited amount of information and an unlimited amount of ways that you can take this information and add value to your life, right? I mean, tell us a little bit about imprinted energy. How does this all work? Like, if I'm in the right car, how does that help me?
Well, basically, what I've noticed through giving about 35,000, people readings, is you can point out when people's bad years are, when their good years are, based off the energy. If someone's in their enemy year, you know what it is. I mean, Donald Trump's saying what's it's like to be in his enemy year. 34 counts. If you know who Zerk and Heel Mike are, they have Dr. What's his name? What's that doctor's name who just got hit? He's another 82 dog. So this is their enemy year. They should have known to lay low. But you know what's the worst thing to do in your enemy year? To be around your same energy, because you get hit even harder. So say if you're a dog, California is probably not the place to go, which is 1850, the year of the dog. So again, if you're a dog around dog energy in a dragon year, you're going to get hit.
Absolutely.
That's just the way it works. Now, this app will make sure that you know exactly what's compatible, what isn't, so you don't get hit. And we put a lot of time and effort and money into this app. This is the best thing out there. And if you want to edge in life, this is the app you need. The Q app.